What's up, traders? So this is going to be Chinese stock showdown. This is where I look at several popular Chinese stocks on the market. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit the like button. It lets me know you guys like to see this content. The last time I did this, there was only like 19 likes. So again, that's disheartening for me to see that. If you guys don't want to see this content, then I won't do it again. Again, this is like a bonus video because it's not even on my schedule. So this is something I like to put out, just for fun. So if you guys want to see more of this, make sure you hit the like button down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below too. So let's take a look at Pinduoduo, PDD holdings. And this is a very bullish looking chart. I mean, I wouldn't say very bullish, but it's very bullish compared to other Chinese stocks. You don't see Baidu, JD, Baba going up like this. This is a nice uptrend. You can see the price has been going up practically since March of last year. And most notably, May of this year has been nice, strong uptrend. So again, this is what you want to see for your Chinese stocks. A nice, strong, higher high, higher low type of cycle. So PDD just made a new high of the uptrend. Just looks like maybe last week, October 11th. Sold off since then. Looks like, PD is breaking outside of this channel, but it could be just shifted higher. So again, this is probably what most likely fits the best. And PDD is trying to reach the 143 level. That is the measure move target that I have found. This was one leg up right here in the past. This is the second leg up. Market generally moves in twos. And you can see it's trying to reach that 140 level. It's finding resistance at this prior high at the 103. But again, that could just be temporary, which will lead to more buying pressure in the future. So again, this is an uptrend. Right now we're pulling back. Pulling back, could we go to the opposite side of the orange range, orange channel at the 93.57. So low 90s could be the possible target in this pullback. But from there, the trend has a good chance of resuming higher. If price does break this orange channel, it could retrace back to this trend line support that I drew off the swing lows. It's been holding as support since May of this year. So this is also an additional support that price can pull back to. So again, we have the channel support, we have the trend line support, we have the measure move target in play. Again, medium to long-term bullish for PDD. Short-term, there is some downward pressure in play right now. So PDD holding up pretty strong. Looks like earnings report is coming up. It looks like price may pull back to the orange side of the channel. And when that earnings report comes up, it coincides with that where price can be on the orange side of the channel, right back over here at the low to mid 90s. So let's take a look at the weekly chart real quick. And you can see that it's clearly going up. It's pulling back shortly right now, but this has a good opportunity to continue higher. Again, it's not guaranteed. If we just see a large sell-off right now, then things change. You got to go from bullish to bearish, bearish to bullish in a moment's notice. That's how the market is. You can't be fixated on one certain direction. So, right now I'm bullish. The chart is showing me that it wants to go up. But if the chart suddenly shifts gears and tells me that it does not want to go up, then I'll be looking for more downside like this. So that's my prediction. I'm expecting higher price targets right now. This looks like a nice uptrend. Price is above the EMA. Nice orange channel in play. Measure move target in play. This is a good looking chart. Now let's take a look at TME. So we can contrast this with other Chinese stocks. So here's TME on the daily chart. Been going down in this green downward channel since January of this year. So this could be a 1-year downtrend. But either way, it's very choppy downtrend. Usually this is an indication of continuation to the upside, like another large leg up. This is a flag pattern. So we could get another large leg up, but it has not broken outside of this orange channel just yet. So price could be making another leg up. This is one leg up right here. And bulls are trying to make a second leg up on TME chart. TME's chart, trying to reach that 750 level. It's trying. You see it's trying to get through that 693 level, which was prior support. Now it has been acting as resistance in this downtrend, which is not a good sign. That can lead to more downside pressure. So again, TME right now, it could push up higher towards that measurement target, but it does need to make a strong break of the 693 level. Because if we just come up and get rejected again, I think that might be the final attempt to reach this measurement target by the bulls. But if price does continue to push up higher, then you know where it's going, mid sevens, possibly even higher. If price does get rejected lower in this green downward channel, it's coming back to the breakout point. This was the breakout point at this triple top at the 536, and that's what this red circle represents right here, this target at the 539 level. So that's where price has been trying to slowly come back to. And why is that relevant? A lot of times price will come back to breakout points. This is just something you see on the chart. You see patterns. We are pattern recognition species. We see patterns in everything, even if some things don't even really make a pattern. We try to make a pattern out of it. So, but this is tested, battle tested to work. Price always comes back to, not always, but most of the time it'll come back to these breakout points, and that's what price has been doing this entire time. So again, you know, it's looking slightly bullish for TME, but again, it's in a downward channel, and that's not a good sign, you know, either way. So they might be doing something like this in the future. So that's all I have for TME on the daily chart. Here's a look at the weekly chart. Weekly chart shows that we have 3 consecutive green weeks in a row, actually 4 and 5 actually. So, you know, it's bullish in the short term, but again, it's approaching resistance, it's getting rejected, and it could fail to reach the target for more downside. So it's been just choppy downward for about a year now. Eventually, if we can see, you know, a breakout of the channel, a strong breakout of it, then, you know, it could lead to another large leg up, something like this. Or if we do find support at the mid 530s, then we could see another large leg up too. So let's see what happens for TME. So all I have for TME on the daily and weekly charts. Now let's take a look at HUYA. Ticker symbol HUYA. So here is HUYA on the daily chart. HUYA was bullish. I was looking for the 375 level, and it is pulling back, and it is somewhat bullish. It pulled back right to the support level right here. This was support at the 290s. Price broke through it. It's finding support right now. It was a nice push up on Friday. So let's see if we can put a channel now on the price action. So doesn't look like there's a channel. It looks like there's a channel off the highs. Price is getting rejected off the highs, and it's coming back down to the lows. So if we see a bounce up and then another drop down, this could be indication for continuation towards the upside, because HUYA did make 2 small legs up. This is 1 leg up here, measurement target met, sold off, and still push up higher. So that tells me it wants to push up higher, and that's where this next measurement target comes into play. This is 1 leg up, this is the 2nd leg up, and the target is the 375. So HUYA is bullish in the short term. Well, in the very short term, it's bearish. Most likely it will probably continue to drop down lower, but it is as support, so we could see a nice move up higher. Here's a look at the weekly chart. Price finally broke outside of this downward trend line since January of this year. This one right over here, this downward trend line. So that's a bullish sign. We can go and erase that. Bears may fail to reach their measurement target at the 50 cents level, 55 cents level. This was 1 large leg down by the bears. This is the 2nd leg down, and we're seeing the possible 2nd attempt by the bears. So if it stalls out above this, you know, a high $2 level, I think we could see a strong reversal take place to stop out all the shorts, because they could be trapped in their position. So again, HUYA has the possibility to push up higher, but again, these Chinese stocks are make or break. Either they're going to be doing something fantastic, or they're just going to be continue to be bearish as long as they have been. Now let's take a look at Baidu, B-I-D-U. So Baidu had a severe drop this week, practically dropped, you know, a large percentage just in a short amount of time, 20% in about, you know, several days. And you can see that it's retracing back to the yellow range support that I had on the chart at the 105 level. It was support right over here. Price broke through it, broke back above it like a V bottom reversal. Now we're coming back to the support. If we hit one side of a range, price will attempt to reach the opposite side. That's what it's doing. So we are near support, and the measurement target was practically met. So this is an opportunity to see a large move up, and the larger move up could be a similar size to the previous one, so something like this to the 191 level. But again, so some of these Chinese stocks have the opportunity to make a nice move up higher. They are at strong support levels, so let's see if that occurs. If not, you know, it's going to continue being bearish, obviously, towards that $81 level. That's what that prior support was, right over here. It is, we do see price below this trend line, and it's below the EMA. Let me see if I can draw a channel on this. So we could be even seeing a downward channel form. This fits pretty good on the opposite side. So again, Baidu, it has that possibility to make a large move up because we are near support, and not like some tiny support. This is a big major one. So let's see if we get that bounce up. If not, it's most likely going to the low 80s. So earnings report is estimated to be late November. Here's a look at the weekly chart, and you can see that, you know, price is bouncing back and forth within these two price levels. It cannot break through that 156 level for, you know, quite a long time. Looks like it's coming back to support. Let's see if the support holds. We did see two legs down. This was one leg down. Second leg down. The incentive for the bears may be over. We'll have to wait and see. But again, if you zoom out, once price broke outside of this orange channel, usually we will see two attempts by the bears to make a new low of it, which was at 72. This is the first attempt to make a new low of the downtrend. This is the second attempt. So this could be the final attempt, and that's what I mean, where this could be a strong reversal point. Being at support and seeing the second attempt by the bears fail right here, that will lead to a very large move up. So let's see if we get that. If not, then, you know, price is still bearish as long it's been. It's been quite a long time that price has been dropping. Looks like since February of 2021, February 2024 would be a 3-year bear market. So again, Baidu hasn't been doing much for a very long time. Now let's take a look at JD. JD just as bad as Baidu. And, you know, it continues to break down lower. And the reason being is that price is in a downtrend. It's below the EMA. It's below this trend line that I drew off the swing highs. And it's coming right back to the all-time lows at the $19 level. Here's a look at the weekly chart. Again, nothing bullish to say about this chart. If I just zoom out, I'm pretty sure anybody can decipher that this is a downtrend that's been going on since February 2021. Again, it's going to be a 3-year bear market next year, February, if price cannot reverse. And it's coming right back to the all-time lows at the $20 level. Is JD a better company than it was back here when it IPO'd in 2014? I would say so, but the market does not agree. So it doesn't really matter what I think, it's what the market thinks. And you can see that the annual revenue has been increasing significantly since 2018, from 69 billion in revenue to 155 billion. So that's 70, so more than double in, you know, 4 years. And it's a pretty profitable company. If not, they're just break even or losing a little bit. Growth company, you know. So again, JD, very good company. It looks like they even pay a dividend, which is pretty good for a Chinese company. 2.4% to a e-commerce Chinese company. 2.46%. Market cap dropping. So again, it's retracing back to the all-time lows. You can clearly see it's coming back to that support level. So let's see if we get a bounce from there or not. Now let's take a look at Tencent. Ticker symbol. We can look at the 700 on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. And again, bearish as well. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. You can see that when we have a downtrend break, price is trying to make a new low of this downtrend, and price is still dropping lower. So this is one leg down right here. This is one large leg down. This is the second leg down, targeting the 254 level. Price is below this trend line that I drew off the swing highs. Price is below this EMA, measurement target in play. Break outside of this yellow range. It's not really finding support any longer. You can see that it pulled back to the support level. That's what this red circle represents. This was support right here. Turn into resistance 2 times. Market generally moves in 2s and sold off shortly. So again, measurement targets don't have to be reached. We could stop right now and just reverse strongly out of here. And then you got to switch your gears from being bearish to bullish. Something like that can occur. But what are the possibilities of that? I'm not really expecting that right now. I'm expecting more downside. So again, 255 is the target. If price can get there, earnings report is just around the corner, estimated to be mid-November. Now let's take a look at KWEB. So I was supposed to look at the weekly chart for Tencent, but it's just showing the same thing. So let's look at the daily chart for KWEB real quick. And bearish as well, and you see it's coming back to the support at the 2450 level. That's where the yellow range is. Again, a lot of these Chinese stocks are very similar, except PDD is somehow separated from the other Chinese stocks. You can see this yellow range is very common on other Chinese stocks. Baidu, JD, no, Baidu, Baba, KWEB. So again, a lot of these stocks will have some type of a range pattern in play. Tencent had it too, but it broke out on the bottom side. So again, measurable target is in play. This is one leg down here, second leg down, targeting the $20 level. It's coming back to the 24 at least in the midterm. That's what it looks like it's trying to reach. We're not really seeing any bullish price action to the upside. Bulls are nowhere to be found right now. And let me go and clean up the chart. So yeah, it's dropping down lower. I can actually draw a nice trend line off of the swing highs, something like that. So you can see it's getting rejected and it's working its way lower. So again, more downside. Here's a high-level view at the chart. Weekly chart summarizes the viewpoint. Dropping down lower, below the EMA, below the trend line. Measure target in play. Nothing bullish as of right now. So let's see what happens at these support levels. Now let's take a look at CQQQ. And same chart, basically. You know, nothing else to go over. Very bearish as well. Breaking outside. This see how this one has a yellow range too, but this one has been breaking outside of it for a long time now, since August, and it's going lower, below the EMA, below the trend line, measuring target in play at the lows at the $30 level. So you clearly see that price is coming back to those low points of the downtrends that it has been inside of. Very similar chart to a bunch of Chinese stocks. So I'm pretty sure, or I shouldn't even say this, but there is a good chance of maybe finding a bottom in this area right over here. So let's see if that occurs. The reason being is that there was a downtrend in play. So as long as price was in this yellow orange channel, it was going to be working its way down. But then we saw the break of it. But breaks don't normally lead to a reversal right away. You usually see two attempts lower. So right now we saw the first attempt down, a pullback. This is the second attempt to make a new low for the downtrend. So it's coming to an end fairly shortly. I don't think this is going to be a 10-year bear market for Chinese stocks. You know, I think maybe 2024 could be a good year for Chinese stocks. The reason being is that it has been beaten down so much, and also the patterns are aligning with bottoming or reversing patterns. So again, I think 2024 could be a good year for Chinese stocks. But let's see, you know, this can always continue much further down than anyone thinks. So that's all I have for Chinese stock showdown, and this is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.